Hi, my name is Leah Doan. I am a professor in the Department of Psychology, and I'm also the area head for the developmental area of graduate training.
My name is Marisol Perez, and I am an associate professor in the Department of Psychology here at ASU.
My name is Carolyn Kavanaugh-Toft, and I am a principal lecturer in the Department of Psychology.
So the transition into upper division can be really exciting for students. Now, with this excitement comes some pressure, right? Because the more you're in classes that fit what you want to do eventually, the more pressure you might feel to do well.
There is more work and harder concepts covered in upper division courses. And that can cause stress to some students in making that jump or that transition. They now start to really begin to stress about what am I going to do after I graduate? And they see that end date or that end goal coming faster and faster.
Now students have had a chance to get used to the campus, and they've had a chance to get used to how the system works. The classes usually become a little bit smaller, but they also become a bit more focused. The part that's a little more challenging for students is that the expectations academically usually go up. And the expectation is that students are more responsible for their own learning. And so they won't give repeated reminders. They will give fewer warnings before there are consequences. And I think that's important for students to be aware of. Students have a better sense of where different resources are, whether they know how to work the website, they might have a better sense of where the libraries are, where they can get a cup of coffee, where the different things are on campus. And I think that the students that I work with who are in their third year feel a lot more comfortable. They feel like this is now their home campus.
I think as students get into those upper years, there are many times that they might do second or maybe third guessing in terms of their choice of majors or their choice of career paths. And I try to encourage students not to put a ton of weight into one class, right? Or into one grade or one test, but to pay attention actually to where their excitement is. And to really pay attention to what gets them going, right? So which class are they in where they can't wait to go? Because that's a form of information that helps them guide what might be their strengths in a particular area. Because if it gets you excited, you're going to want to do it for a while.
During this time, students should be expecting to get more into the meat of their major.
And these classes require oftentimes more complicated writing, or more complex analytics, or long-term projects as compared to some of the other courses. But this is great, right? Because this prepares students for what real life is like, and really gets them to a place where they can start to picture what are the specific forms of knowledge that they're going to need for their intended field.
Another expectation that I think students should have in their junior year is to think about how the different skills they're developing in their courses are going to translate into skills that will help them in the workplace when they're starting to really think about careers. So this is where students often think about study abroad as an opportunity, as well as taking more of a leadership role in different labs that they're working in or in different clubs that they're participating in.
So I think there are two main resources that families should be aware of that students can take advantage of. The first one is going to be mentorship. Students are having questions related to, do I need to pursue more education after my bachelor's degree? Or can I enter the job market given what I want to do or where I want to be? And then the second thing that they should start to take advantage of is our Career Center. Our Career Center is designed to help students step by step in preparing for their future careers.
I think also academic advising is really, really helpful. And I think this is a time where students really should try to make better connections with their instructors. Building those relationships and really trying to build those relationships as early as possible is something I would so strongly recommend to students.
Parents can spend a lot of time talking to their students about what their academic degree might look like in the real world, and how can they actually test that out, right? So whether that is in an internship, or whether they want to go abroad and experience a different culture for the first time. Those upper years are times when they can take those opportunities. This is the time for students to do some self-reflection, and there's good resources to help students do that.